Welcome to Tower Talk 21. My name is Tefty Teft. Here we have our guest I'm sorry, Tefty.
Oh my God. What's going on, guys? My name is Tefty Teft. Welcome to Tower Talk number 21. Oh my gosh, we got Blue Wasilo here, the Penguin, and we have BBKDRAGOON.
Yo, what is up? Doesn't it feel like a return to form, a Kotaku leak, and you're like, oh yeah, we're back in the saddle, boys?
Pretty much.
They probably just hired Mega Man EXE. You realize when he's like, no, I'm retiring from data mining. It's like, no, he's just moving over to Kotaku.
Mega Man, we need you in Kotaku now.
Or Mega Man.exe is Deej. Oh my.
That's meta, bro. That's way meta.
I am twisting my imaginary facial hair right now.
I was twisting my real facial hair.
Oh. What a mighty beard it is, dude. A mighty beard.
Tefty's beard is pretty mighty.
Guys, well, thank you. Also, you know what else is mighty? Those wolves on the poster and that axe.
Kill streak rewards. If you get 5 kills, you get a wolf kill streak.
Wolf kill streak?
It's a wolf super, actually. You just press A for boom.
Hey.
Oh my God, wolf super? That sounds amazing. I want that.
But actually, do you think these are just lore related, they're just going to hang in the background, or companion pets, something that could happen? Because there is concept art of a guardian with a lion sitting next to him from like back pre-launch.
That's a really, really good topic, because if they're going the way of microtransactions to help fund more stuff, there would be no reason not to have pets, because people love pets in games. People would love to have like a companion that gives them like a passive something for some reason.
Passive wolf action.
What's interesting there about the Sterling Treasure, the investors call that they had just a few weeks ago, they said so much good stuff about these in-game packages that you could buy, double-digit attach rates, so at minimum 10,000 Sterling Treasure sold. And to the investors, they're like, this is good, and we're enjoying it. And so it's only going to grow. Like, I don't know how they're going to implement it in the future, but if you look at the full Blizzard Activision lineup, all of their games have in-game micros. So it's just not going away.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, the game, though, is not focused at a companion at all, and so it'd be some serious game changers for them to make that into the thing, as opposed to just having like a pet in the tower.
Neither were class items and ghosts, but then those became a part of the integral part of how you
I don't even
level,
think you have to worry too much about it, because you have to think about PS3 and 360. I highly doubt you could have 6 guardians running around and a companion pet that has an AI and like cruise around, unless this is just aesthetic, right?
Yeah.
Who knows? This update might not even be available for PS3 and 360. Because they've continued to tell us that they're already really pushing it. PS3 and 360 are bogging down the game really hard.
Well, I think the people like here in this call and the people listening to the show fall into a different subset, whereas like there's still a lot of people who don't even watch videos or Twitch who are playing on last gen and going to go, well, why can't I get that expansion? Like us here, we're like, please, next gen, please. We want the performance benefits, dude.
Yeah, I think that's what you need to think about. Like the vocal minority is very different from the majority that's not vocal. And there's definitely a large population still in last gen. But at the same time, it's been 10 years since that console came out, and the prices have dropped on these current gens. They should take the time and, you know, if you are really a huge fan of gaming, you could save up some cash for a console over the course of a year to 2 years.
Destiny 2, I think at this point we can pretty much guarantee it's not going to be on last gen.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No. Like the 360 is not being made anymore, so it's definitely not last gen.
Raid-wise, though, I'm sure you guys talked a little bit about the raid. It's rumored now to be Fallen. Instead, the previous Kotaku leak. I almost said Luke Smith there. Cabal raid.
Kotaku Luke Smith.
That's the one doing the leaks, right? Do you guys, are you excited for Fallen raid?
Luke Smith, more like Leak Smith. Oh, Luke Smith is Mega Man.
Damn. I'm very excited about this raid. Am I sad that it's not going to be Cabal? Not really, because we haven't seen a Fallen one. Now, House of Wolves was Fallen themed, but at the same time, it didn't get the same love of an actual raid. So a raid-like experience with Fallen themed enemies and potential weapons that have more thought than what House of Wolves had. I'm very excited about it. Very excited. And it does look like it's going to be on Earth, so we haven't had an Earth raid yet either. So Earth raid with the Fallen, I mean, that sounds dope.
That sounds dope. The first thing people noticed was that his background is very similar to what the Cosmodrome has right now.
Right.
So I was really excited when they apparently leaked or whatever that it is probably a Fallen raid, because I love the Fallen. The Fallen are the coolest enemies in the game for me. Albeit they're the weakest, but they're still so badass. Like,
yeah, they're really cool.
I just love their character design. So I'm really excited for a Fallen raid. I hate Cabal, so I don't mind not playing a Cabal raid.
You don't want to have to fight those
Phalanxes
little
are
orbs.
like my least favorite thing.
I just want those phalanx shields to be able to break because they're so stupid that they have infinite resistance. Like, come on.
Those tracking orbs, dude.
Like when I drop a Nova Bomb, like that thing should not be there anymore. We could get like a big snowy weather change in the Cosmodrome. That'd be sick.
Dynamic weather. What if in PvP maps it starts snowing, dude? You're fighting on Twilight Gap.
At any time.
You know nothing, Lord Saladin.
Oh my goodness. So Salad Bar like is standing up there. Why is he there?
Yeah, old Salad Bar. Yeah. I think it's very exciting to think about this like Iron Banner lore coming through in a PvE type of thing because they host the Iron Banner and it's to test Guardians against each other and to keep your skills refined for a real event. And this is like a real event, it seems like. So the Iron Banner Lords or...
People are going to be really mad because Lord Salad Bar is right at the front of the expansion picture. And $5 says the PvP is only going to be like a couple maps. And Salad Bar is legit going to be like in the story. It's going to be like the whole like integral part. He's going to be like the main character that gets you through the story. And people
I think
are like,
he
wait
is.
a minute. But he does this. But he does the PvP stuff, doesn't he? And Sour guys will be like, this isn't PvP. This is real life, Guardian.
Exactly. You know, he's gone for 3 to 4 weeks at a time out of the tower. What is he doing?
Yeah, bro.
What is he doing in that?
Oh, who knows? He's off riding
Watching
wolves.
Netflix?
Good job.
Is
Good
he
job
Hulu?
keeping it real, Tefty.
Right?
Boom.
He's doing things and keeping the city safe. So now we're getting called upon to help him. And I'm excited about that. At least I think.
Could there be new melee weapons? Because he's holding that two-hander. We've had swords. What if they're going to bring a whole new slew to the
I
table?
assumed we're probably going to get like an axe weapon.
Okay.
Like
I assume that too.
Like right off the bat, I assume we're getting an axe weapon.
Not just like a raid artifact.
Yep. Some people are thinking that possibly new supers, but
Nah.
honestly, I think it's a heavy,
Yeah.
like a heavy weapon. They're going to start introducing axes, move even closer to the Dark Souls type of stuff.
Oh,
you know?
man. There's a lot of Dark Souls references, by the way, in Destiny
huge
itself.
amount.
It's crazy.
Praise the emote.
I mean, Shade Step
Shade
is
Step is
obviously
dodge.
dodge.
I have a Praise the Sun emote.
Praise the
We have all
light.
this Iron Banner armor that's very Dark Soulsy.
Heart of the Praxic
Heart
Fire.
of Praxic Fire has Dark Soul reference right in it. I mean,
If only I could be so grossly incandescent.
I mean, I'm excited to have more Dark Souls stuff in there because I love both games, so it'd be great. But I do think, they're probably going to expand on these heavy weapon melee type of weapons, and that'll be cool. Nice set of weapons to get. Do you think that they're going to bring back all of the exotics like they've been doing?
I hope they do, because this whole year 1, year 2 lockout has proven to be kind of lame, to be honest.
Agreed. Yeah. There's so much more awesome play styles available that we're not getting to use in year 2.
That's true.
Well, on that same train though, like Vault of Glass and Crota's End, before we reach the fall, is it even possible to see an upgrade to those? A little bit upping the level, making them kind of relevant, maybe throwing just vanity rewards in there, but that seems to be...
Third week in a row.
Oh, have you guys talked about
raid
that?
idea.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, why not? Why not let them play that and go through the game and make it useful? And then suddenly, for us, when new content comes out, we burn through it because it's like we've already done it. For new players, this game has incredible replay value.
Totally. Yep.
So I think that before Destiny 2 hits, we might see a revival of all the raids because I have a feeling that Destiny 2 it's technically a reboot is what they're saying. So new engine, new SKU, all this stuff, and obviously current gen only. I wonder if that towards the end of this next expansion, before Destiny 2 hits, they're going to revitalize all the raids. So we have one more time where all of them are relevant, kind of like how they do every summer where they make leveling easy and all the drops happen quick. I wonder if it's going to be the same type of thing. All the raids happen, they drop level stuff that's worth it, and then Destiny 2 comes in September of 2017 and wipes the slate.
They're saving it. They're
clean.
definitely saving the whole making raids relevant again for when they really need it. I don't think it's going to come with the expansion. I think it'll probably come a couple months after the expansion to be like, hey guys, keep playing Destiny.
Here's the other thing too. They can't just drop support for Destiny 1 completely, because the game is still going to exist. They can't just turn off the servers.
That's
and be
their
like,
whole play, is that they want this game to be something you as a player will always come back to.
That's very interesting.
So if they made it so everything was available on the final update of Destiny 1, then people could go back to Destiny 1 and still play everything with relevancy, and then switch back to Destiny 2, you know?
It's like a large farewell patch.
Exactly. Yeah, a farewell patch.
Now buy the expansion, boys.
I believe it. Have fun in this game. Now buy Destiny 2.
Yeah, Destiny 2. 60 FPS, please. Dedicated servers.
Interesting thing, like April update, not to interject here, but with Luke Smith taking the mantle, according to the leak on the Kotaku article, of Destiny 2, it was rumored that this Rise of Iron expansion was supposed to come out this April, and that it was pushed back because of all the big staff change-ups that happened earlier this year. If that's the case, it really makes content drought of year 2 a lot more understandable, because if they're planning, oh, don't worry, we've got Rise of Iron coming out in April, and then suddenly they don't, and it's like, okay, live team, we need you guys to clutch this one. We need something big for April. Yeah. It seems like a lot of the pieces fit together a bit more, don't they?
Completely. Yeah, I completely agree with it. Yeah, it seems like they just suddenly realized that they weren't going to be able to make all this stuff happen in that small frame of time, and knew that some magic had to happen. They had to pull something out there. And, you know, I'm happy we got something. Obviously, it's not, April update isn't an expansion by any means, but I'd much rather play the April update than what we had in March. You know?
Totally. Yes.
And then apparently it's supposed to be quote unquote bigger than the updates from year 1.
Well, the
Taken King size,
bigger.
smaller than Taken King. Where are we eyeballing this?
I think it's Taken King size, honestly.
I want to say it's Taken King size. At the same time, I don't think it's Taken King size, just because they are already putting a lot of resources into Destiny 2.
Imagine if you could order something from McDonald's and say, "I'll have that the Taken King size, ma'am."
Yeah, Taken King it. Can you?
I think we're gonna get like a solid medium menu item. I don't think we're gonna get the large meal.
Destiny 2 is a rebuild, you know, like it's an actual reboot. That's what they said. So, and a different team is working on it. Luke Smith is heading that team. They said that they built the Dark Below expansion in 9 weeks. I can't remember what article it was, but they made Dark Below in 9 weeks. So,
well, you got to remember.
You got to remember
that stuff from Dark Below, stuff from Taken King, and stuff from House Wolves was all had assets of those content expansions in the game already.
Yeah, but they have all these assets right now that they can tap into. You know? Like, we're obviously, we're not going to get a shiny, new, polished version of Destiny 1.0. We're going to get Destiny 1.0 with an expansion.
Throwing one more question into the fire here. We've got a summer of live team events that are coming up. SRL's probably coming back. Is there any hope or any chance of a reboot of Queen's Wrath, the event that, like, very few people probably got to play?
I want to have hope for the live events.
I think that's...
But I have zero hope for the live events. Because if they continue to be temporary live events, then it's just going to... It's not going to do anything for the community or the people that still play it.
You don't like having it come and go?
Hate it.
No, like, I like it coming and going and then repeating. You know, like, so if there was SLR every 2 months, that'd be great. But I actually don't think, personally, I don't think there's going to be a live event during the summer. I really don't. I think that they're going
You think it's done?
I think they're going to hype up Rise of Iron.
There's going to be a pre-patch event. I bet you there's going to be like a little pre-patch live team event that sets up the Rise of Iron.
I think I can speak for Tefty too in saying that I think we felt like the April update was pretty much them saying, all right, this is it until our next big thing.
Yeah, I agree.
It's the goodbye kiss.
I really do.
We did our work.
Yeah, because like you said, like Blue said, they're putting everybody focused on Rise of Iron that is not focused on Destiny 2 to make sure that comes off successfully, because they need it. Like if that flops in September, then Destiny's going to be in a rough spot for the following year, you know? So they definitely want to make sure that raid is amazing, that experience is amazing, and does the same type of number reinvigoration like the Taken King did, because people from year 1 Destiny, a lot of people were like, screw this game, and then they came back for Taken King and fell in love with it. They want that to happen.
It was their biggest engagement ever. Like in the earnings call, they still refer to that time.
Exactly.
Those events, like just the idea conceptually, I really like, because it reminds me, at the beginning of summer, I don't know if your town has this, but there's always like a giant festival day where all the restaurants in town come out and line Main Street and they cook special foods, and like the whole town comes out and chills and eats food. And it's special because it's just one day a year. If they did that like every single weekend, I don't think people would really care as much. And that's the kind of feeling I like with live events. It's like, even though Festival of the Lost I thought was just kind of like, meh, I was there, I got my mask, I still put the mask on, I was like, yeah, I was a part of something, that was kind of cool. Like, the concept is cool.
I think for me, if the city has a lot to do, then yeah. If you have a big
Yeah.
event,
Oh.
then it's not as big of a
Yeah.
like it's gonna be like that big event is special. The problem is Destiny is not a big city with a lot to do.
Agreed.
Destiny
SRL.
does
Here, just
not-
keep doing the track. Yeah, it's fine. There's another track that we have. There's 2 of them. Yeah, that'll work for 3 weeks. Totally.
They have to be able to take these live events and reuse them 2 to 3 months down the road for the same thing to pop up, because it will keep people engaged, keep people interested, give them some new shaders, give them some new emblems to earn, stuff like that. It keeps the community happy because there's things to do. Iron Banner is a lag fest, but people still enjoy it because it's something to do every month when it comes around. You get those rewards and armor and all that. So it's frustrating to have Iron Banner come around every time and be like, okay, this is the 1 month thing that comes around.
It's been 2 years and Iron Banner is still the only thing that comes around, every once in a while. And I think most people assumed that with these events, they would be making these events that would come around and rotate like Iron Banner does. So for the first week and every time it's the first week of a month, all right, here's SRL. For the second week in every month, here's Crimson Doubles. And then there's like a week off or something, and then all right, so new month, here comes Iron Banner, So,
Dude, and adding to that, what if there was a strike event where you get bonus whatever for running strikes, or a raid event that you get bonus whatever for running raids?
I'm so confused as to why there are no PvE events, because PvE, even in this downtime, is still played a pretty significant amount.
It happened in September 2014. Towards
Oh my
the end.
god!
No, I'm
went
telling you,
bad.
man. I want to bring this back because the community, just whiplashed at Bungie for the Queen's missions. We're like, what? These are the same missions that you play at a higher difficulty, and you get Queens.
Hold on.
No. Let me finish. These are same missions with higher difficulty, and you get Queen's armor and weapons. What the hell is this, Bungie? And here we are almost 2 years later saying, God, I wish we had that PvE content.
See, here's the issue though. People weren't really like that until the armor the ability to get shards from the armor got taken away. People were actually really, really cool with Queen's Wrath, and then Bungie was like, yeah, we don't want you getting to light level 30 too quickly.
No. There's a huge outlash of people being like, I can't believe you're just reusing these missions. And then they took it off the table. They took it off the table and they said, we're going to rethink it. You remember, it was only a weekend that they had that thing available. It was like 3 days.
I really didn't. I didn't notice any of the whiplash personally until they took away the ability to dismantle armor into shards. At which case, then I saw people have a huge paradigm shift, and they're like, "Wow, good job, Bungie. I'm gonna take you down for this."
I agree with Blue though. There's such a lack of PvE events. Why?
Yeah.
Just because Queen's Wrath didn't work doesn't mean PvE events can't work going forward in the future. Like double mark weekend for running the Heroic Strike playlist. I'd go in there and do that.
That'd be amazing.
Yeah. Why not?
I'd love that.
I would love hey, this weekend, like what Call of Duty does. It's like, all right, this weekend's gonna be a double black market experience event. Get your double crypto keys, and they don't do that for Bungie. They don't do a double strike XP weekend. They don't do a double Crucible reputation weekend. And
yeah, imagine if they had a Sterling Treasure weekend where it was you play Heroic Strikes and there's a chance to get Sterling Treasures that weekend.
I'm there.
Every 10 Heroic Strikes is a guaranteed Sterling package.
That Taken ship looks so cool. Has not dropped yet.
Dipped in the Taken sauce one?
Dipped in the Taken tot sauce.
Yeah, I got one of those.
Yes.
Thank you very much. I didn't get the white black spindle one though. I want that.
I'm not throwing money at the screen for those, man. On principle.
Yeah, me neither. I haven't bought a single one yet. If I don't have the Desolate set by August, I'm probably gonna spend money.
It's so cool. The jitter one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The had too much coffee jitter emote.
Are you a coffee guy?
Oh yeah, big time.
French
I'm always drinking
press.
iced coffee on stream.
Sorry, Tefty, they're going to leave that taunt in year 1.
Oh.
Or year 2, my bad. This is a year 2 taunt only.
You'll have to buy an upgrade for it for year 2. You'll use some glue to glue that taunt to your character in year 2.
But of course, yep. All points aside, though, it's very exciting to have something to look forward to.
Agreed.
Right?
Yeah. We're back on the content train, dude. The hype begins. The press train of E3 is about to get rolling. The podcast across the scene. Stuff to talk about with real information. It's exciting.
Right? Oh,
it's all right.
It really
Overwatch will hold me off until the update.
Don't worry, you're still playing an Activision Blizzard family game. You're still in there.
Activision gets me back in.
Activision, they know how to make some money in the gaming industry. That's for sure.
It's terrifying, dude. In their earnings thing, 480 million out of their 550 million active monthly users are from Candy Crush. 480 million.
Wow.
Mobile is the future. We're gonna get Destiny 2. Destiny 2 is gonna be a mobile-only game.
Bejeweled Destiny.
Yep. Yep.
Match the engrams. It's a match 5 game with engrams. It's already there. It's perfect.
I'd play that. I would definitely play that.
Bejeweled Guardian Edition.
Rahul's there just going like, just buy one of these upgrades for $2.95.
Yeah, buy a flaming axe to
and then
break
they're gonna
one
have
of
a
these things.
Candy Crush expansion, Rahul's Crazy Day.
Yeah. But I'd play
Wild
it.
Adventure.
I'd play it.
Rahul's Big Day.
Can somebody make an art of this? Somebody just Photoshop this, please.
Yeah, Rahul's Candy Crush Adventures. Oh my god, it'd be great. His big day out.
Can't wait for Destiny 2, the Bejeweled experience.
The Bejeweled, yeah. The Bejeweling. Guys, I think that's the podcast. What you think? Yeah?
Sounds good, fam.
Excellent. Yes, sir.
Sounds good.
Very good.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for listening. Once again, Tower Talk 21. Wow. 21. If you want to talk to me on Twitter, @Teft is where you can message or send me a little tweet. If you want to catch the streams I do for Planet Destiny, twitch.tv/planet_destiny, and my personal channel as well, twitch.tv/TeftyTeft. And I have Instagram, all that crap.
All the socials, yo.
My name is Blue Westlow. I am on Twitter @Blue Westlow, twitch.tv/Blue Westlow, and my archaic has turned into like something that interests archaeologists YouTube channel, youtube.com/Blue Westlow.
You have a meme now of a
goodness.
YouTube channel.
Hammond's just there pulling out the DNA of the Westlow channel. We can build it better. Spared no expense. Yeah, you can find me @BBKDRAGOON on Twitter and the same name on YouTube. Thank you, gentlemen. That was very nice.
Thanks for watching, guys.